Hello there, book bosses. So I wanted to show you exactly what I've been doing over the last few days. I've been hiding under a rock trying to get my book out and published. I want to show you my thought process on how I came up with this book idea. It's actually a word search book, and word search books are really fun to create and can be highly profitable. And there is now software that you can use to create every single word search puzzle, so it's really quick as well. So the actual cost of the production of the book is next to nothing. All you've got to do is pay for the software to create the word searches. But when you look at how much these word search puzzles are earning in royalties each month, as long as you get a great niche, then you have got lots of, a brilliant chance of getting your money back. Massive chance, not just a chance, really. So I'm going to share my screen and show you what my book idea is and what I'm doing and what I'm going to be publishing. So, and I'll show you where it came from as well. So I'm just trying to press share here. Come on, computer. Right, there we go. So I went on to Amazon. No, that's not it. I went on to Amazon and I could see that the autumn and Halloween word search puzzle books were doing really well. Obviously, it is September now at the time I'm recording this, and I kind of missed the boat when it came to autumn and Halloween. I've published some other Halloween books, but in terms of a word search book, I had missed the boat. And I thought, okay, what could I do other than autumn and Halloween that is still quite seasonal, that gives people a reason to buy my book now? And then I had a look at other books, and there was some Christmas books, and I thought, okay, that kind of limits the sales through the back end of October, November, and December, and then the sales are going to drop off. So then I had a genius thought. I didn't see that it was available or that any other people had done this, but I thought, why don't I do a winter season book? Because I'd seen the autumn season books. So then I went to search winter, search the word winter, and the first thing that came up was winter word search. It actually came up in the Amazon search bar. So that is a big thumbs up and a great sign that people are actually searching for that right now in autumn. So I thought, okay, that's a good sign. And it's even coming up above winter colouring book. So that's a really good sign. So when I searched for winter word search, I was like, okay, look at these book covers. They're good, but I thought I could do book covers even better. I could do a book cover even better than these top ones in this first column, and these ones and these ones, and this one is pretty basic and it's on page 1. So then I started to get really excited, thinking this is the best niche ever. Here's a Halloween one that I'd seen that I really liked. And here we have holiday word search. That would be a good one to do as well. Maybe I'll do one for that as well after the winter one. Cozy winter word search. I thought, yeah, I'm going to add the word cozy as well. But when we go down this first page on Amazon, I thought really I could create something that really stands out in the market here on page 1. And that's one of the biggest questions that we need to ask ourselves. That's what I teach you guys in the Book Boss Academy. That's what I teach you to do. And then just to let you know, in the Academy, we've got a step-by-step how to do a word search book module. So you can go step by step and do the mini course on how to create a word search book. But I'm going to show you that now anyway in this video. So I decided on winter word search puzzle. So then what I need to do is create kind of a mock book cover. So that's the first thing that I did. If I just show you that. So I created this book cover, and I am going to polish it a bit more. I'm not entirely happy with this little book here. It might be okay, but it's kind of autumnal. Doesn't really make sense. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep 2025, 2026 in there. And I'm not sure about the font. I like it. It's very readable. I might keep it. And then also the images, I'm not sure if I'm going to change those. I might leave it as it is. I do think that it is good enough to be like a real good contender in here. And it's red as well. So the top ones here are all sort of your blue colours, and there's a red one there that is doing quite well. What I want to show you actually as well is if we go over to Kip Scout, which is the Chrome extension that I use to look at what earnings and royalties these books are making. Not to say Kip Scout is completely exactly accurate, it's probably a little bit out of date. But Kip Scout is getting very excited here with $3 signs. That's a good sign when Kip Scout gets excited. It's a free Chrome extension, by the way, if you want to use that, for those of you who don't have it. So this is showing this top winter word search puzzle here. No, it was actually published back in, let me see. It was, you can't see actually, but I've already looked into it. It was published in 2012, and has been making consistent income since then. So this is why I'm hesitant as to whether I'm going to put 2025, 2026 on my book. Probably, maybe not. But anyway, that is coming in at 6,995 per month. Then we've got the autumn one that I'd seen is coming in at 37k a month. They are running ads to that, but I'm sure they won't be spending 37k on those ads. So that's a really good sign. And then these other winter word search puzzle books, you know, they've got under 200 book reviews, and this cozy Christmas one is coming in at 7k per month even now, and it's not even Christmas. So this is a really good sign that this is a good niche to get into. And then another good sign that I teach inside our academy is, are there books that have been recently released that have got low amounts of reviews that are making good income, or making an income, you know, with no reviews? And look at this one, Christmas word search, no reviews, 868, so $868 per month. And if we just click on that one to have a look at it, that's the nice Christmassy red one. And you remember that we saw a lot of the other winter word search puzzles were not red. So I thought, okay, I'll make mine red as well. Obviously, people are liking the red. So I made my cover red like this. Like I say, I am probably going to polish it up a little bit more. And then what I did was I went to ChatGPT and I thought, right, I want 3,000 words because the best-selling word search book puzzle books have got 3,000 words. So then I thought I'm going to have 20 words per puzzle, and I'm going to go to ChatGPT to ask it to help me to split that book into nice, cozy, comfy winter themes. So it came up with all the themes for me. Let me just show you. Here we go. Came up with these themes: fireside comforts, winter treats and drinks, snowy adventures, holiday magic, winter wildlife and nature, seasonal scents and flavors, mindful moments, global winter wonders, family and togetherness, vintage winter memories. So I was happy with those themes. We had a bit of back and forth because it kind of duplicated a theme. I thought I had treats. I thought I had food. Oh, here we go. Winter treats and drinks. So I wanted to add one about winter food because I'm a foodie. So I wanted to add that in there. So we had a little bit of a conversation, me and ChatGPT, and then it came up with all of these word search puzzles. We then worked our way through every single theme. It's a great idea when you use AI tools not to ask it to do 3,000 words on winter, and to really break it down as much as you possibly can into small bite-sized chunks. And that's when ChatGPT and AI tools work the best. When you work it very small steps, very bite-sized chunks. That's how we need to work it. Okay, so it gave me all of these lists. I double checked that I didn't have, you know, too many duplicated words. The odd duplicated word, you know, if I've got skiing in one theme and then snowy days, and then we've got skiing in that theme as well. I wasn't too bothered about that. Some people might be bothered. I wouldn't be bothered because the word in the word search is going to be in a different place anyway. So I made sure there were not too many duplicated words that I could see. And then I transferred all of those words, just copied and pasted them over to a spreadsheet. So this is a Google Sheet, and I pasted them like this here and left a space in between each puzzle. So we've got 20 words per puzzle. And then I downloaded that as a CSV file. And then I go over to the software that is a paid software, but it is really not expensive when you compare the time that it saves you having to like type out all the words. That would just take, it would take months, wouldn't it? So all you have to do is upload this spreadsheet into this software, and then it'll literally put the puzzles. Can you see all the puzzles are here, and then all the solutions are at the end of all of the puzzles. Now, what I don't like, this is called Book Bolt, and I will post my link to this below if you want to create word search puzzle books. Now is the time, coming into Christmas and Q4. You have literally got a 4-week window to do it now. Do it in the next 4 weeks. I promise you won't regret it. But what I don't like about Book Bolt is it's okay, you know, if you were to publish a word search book and it was just like that, it honestly is okay. But what I always teach my students to do, you might be watching this actually if you're in the academy, so hopefully you've heard me say this, is, you know, purchase a book like the one that you want to create. So I'd purchased a few word search puzzle books at the local supermarket, and I want to look inside and see how they've designed the interior. And what they've done is they put a really nice border all around it, and they've given each puzzle a number. And I thought that the interior of that just looks a lot more aesthetically pleasing than just this plain interior. Now, you can do the plain interior with Book Bolt. I don't think anybody would complain about that. And it's even numbered the puzzles, which is great. But what I decided to do, I wanted mine to be a top level, top quality word search puzzle book. So I downloaded every single puzzle. I downloaded it onto my computer. Just super easy to do. You just go File, Export to PNG, and I just did that with every single one. And then you just click on this, and then you click on the next one. Here's the next one. And then you just do File, Export to PNG, and you just do that with all the puzzles. And then what I did was I imported them up into Canva. So can you see I've imported all my puzzles and all my solutions into Canva for each of the themes. So we've got 10 themes, 20 words per puzzles. That's 3,000 words for the whole puzzle book. And then what I did was I just prettied it up. So I imported that, you know, that photo from Book Bolt. That's what it looked like. And then I've just manipulated it round, just got rid of that puzzle there. I just did that and made it bigger to fit like there, to make it fit the whole page. And then I put the words there underneath and made them bigger as well. So that's part of the Book Bolt file, and this is part of the Book Bolt file. I changed the font to make it just nicer, just a bit fun, a bit of a fun font. So I've used Lilita 1 as a font. Then I've put these little tags to say what puzzle number it is here. And then I've done that for the whole book. I've still got to just finish off the very end of it. And then what I've done right at the back of the book, excuse me, you've then got the solutions. So Book Bolt also gives you the solutions. So going back over to Book Bolt, I was able to go to the solutions pages like this and do exactly the same thing and go File, Export to PNG, just to export that, then upload that into Canva. And there's my Book Bolt file there with all the numbers of the puzzles on as well. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Just get rid of that emoji. I didn't want an emoji. There. What else do I have to tell you? So that's the file. What we do on Amazon when we're uploading and publishing our files, there is a little bit more complexity to it. So make sure that you are in our academy. It's super low ticket. It's like next to nothing. It's like the price of a coffee and a biscuit. So you've got the step-by-step training in there showing you exactly how to do that book cover. That's the slightly complicated bit, getting your cover design exactly the right size, downloading a template from Amazon. So the cover does take you a little bit of time, especially the first time that you do it. But the great thing with this is when you do your first word search puzzle book, then you can use the design. So just let me show you what I mean here. So the first one is going to take you the longest amount of time. But then my next one, all I need to do is change the writing here, even if it's like springtime word search. I just put, daffodil, fields, whatever here. Then I'll get my book bolt word search puzzle, and then I'll put that over this bit and over this bit. So I won't need to play around with the fonts. I won't need to play around with the layout. I won't need to redo all these frames and all these little tags here, because that did take me quite a bit of time doing that all throughout the book. Excuse me, the whole book in itself is about 200 pages because we've got 3,000 words, but it is well worth it. If I can create a whole series of these beautiful word search puzzle books, I can use these as a template moving forward for the whole series. I could do all the seasons. We can start to do Halloween and autumn next year. What else can we do? We could do a Bible one. They're very popular. Mindfulness, that's popular too. What else? What else? What else? Halloween, springtime, maybe New Year, possibly Christmas. And then we can have a whole library of these word search puzzles, because what I do find with word search puzzles is you can sell them for at least $9.99, which is great. That gives you the higher level of royalties on Amazon. You can also, push it up to $13 and $14 per book. But what I find is people will buy 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. They'll buy one, they'll come back and buy another. So it's not like, when you're buying a high content book, somebody like takes ages to read it and they're probably not going to buy another one, and they're probably not going to read the book. If you're anything like me, I'll just skim through it. But with word search puzzles, they'd actually do the book, and then they're like, oh, okay, I've done that one now. Let's pop it in the recycling. I liked that one. I liked the cover. I'm going to go and see if they've got any more. So what you tend to get is repeat buyers. Super important when you're trying to fight your way through the storm that is Amazon KDP. So that's what I'm doing. Winter word search puzzle. I recommend that you do something similar. I recommend that you come up with a series of books that you could do that have matching covers, that have beautiful cover designs. I teach you inside the academy how to make sure that you've got a nice cover design. I also give you feedback inside the academy, and I want you to have incredible passive income and incredible monthly royalties that are life-changing. I don't want you making $20 here, there, and everywhere. I want you making life-changing income. So get your butt into the academy, and really, honestly, there is literally a 6-week window for you to be making some incredible Christmas winter season books, because this is the quarter of the year that most publishers and authors will make over half of their income in this quarter of the year. So let's get going. Let's do it. Let's stop procrastinating and start right now. Right now. I'll see you in the next video. On that note, I'm going to be publishing my book in the next 24 hours.